it comes back to the same question with which this Upanishad started, with the question, what is the cause? King Karanam. What is the cause? King Karanam, it is Brahman is the cause. Time is the cause. How the creation has come, how it has come, just out of nothing, or it is for something, or it has come just by accident. So many questions were raised. And ultimately, in the last chapter we have read, it is only Brahman and Devatma Shakti. There is Shakti, the power, in the effulgent self, and that has manifested as the universe. And this universe is behind everything of this universe, there is that one reality. And not, this universe has not come out of anything else. There is a conscious entity behind it, out of which this apparent expression has come out. So that was this sixth chapter we started. We read in the first verse, yes, the other day, some deluded thinkers speak of nature as the cause of this creation. By nature, naturally it has happened. Why this word? It's nature. Another some say others of time. Well, no, in time it has happened. In a period of time, it has started and developed, and it has manifested like this. Some say as the forces of that revolves the whole Brahman. Some forces are there, which is the cause of this rotation, of this movement of the stars, planets, down to the atomic structure. But really, all these only, actually, what is this universe? A devotee or a spiritual seeker will see everything, and will say, glory of the Lord. The sun is the glory of God, moon is the glory of God. The stars, galaxies, this human, subhuman, whatever we see is only what a beautiful creation. It is the manifestation of the power of God. God shines through, as it were, through the back. That is the ultimate truth is like that. He shining, everything shines. So it is the He means that Brahman shining. And next verse also we read, it should be known that energy assumes various forms such as earth, water, light, air, and space. At the command of Him, you may say this world, how this world is kept in cohesion. Why it is not splitting away? Why it is not running away? Planets are rotating around the sun. Why? Why did they not run away? The cohesive force, and that is the force of the divine. So the energy, it should be known that energy assumes as this apparent universe we see, it assumes various forms, and that has become the earth, the water, the light, air, ether, five elements. The whole universe, ancient sages have classified into five elements, and they categorize, everything can be categorized within these five elements: water, air, fire, space, and light. So these are the five elements as we see, and this force behind them is that consciousness, no? That energy. That energy, which is the cause or substratum of everything, has manifested in so many ways. And it is the Lord God who is the master of this control. And by His command only, who is the master of the gunas, and He makes the time. It is in Brahman comes the concept of time. Brahman is the ground of all. When there is no time, Brahman was there. When there is no time, space, causation, this universe, it was only Brahman was there. He is there now. in time-space causation, manifesting. And when even time-space causation will leave, go away, then it will remain the same. So he is the maker of time, he is omniscient, he is pure consciousness itself, and by whom all this is ever enveloped. So it is a Upanishad is giving the conclusive idea that though you see this world as art theater, water fair, etc., etc., but it is all a substratum. Satchidananda is the substratum. And in time has come, in that power of consciousness, it has not come actually. When it says come, it appears. Vedanta will say, appear. This is an appearance. It is not really, it has become. It is not that Brahman has become this. If it is so, it will be 24 hours the same. Now, in the dream time, we lose this appearance. We get to another appearance, subtle appearance. In sleep time, these two both go away. This gross and subtle, both appearances dissolve. So what remains then? It remains, the truth remains, is the absolute unchanging reality. So it has Vivarta. It is the two philosophy. Shankara's philosophy is called Vivartabad, philosophy of Vivarta, and another called the philosophy of Parinama. Parinamabad means Brahman has become. If it becomes, you cannot go back. No? Say milk becomes yogurt. Can yogurt go back to milk? So if you say Brahman has become this, that means it has transformed into another form. So it is mutable. Brahman then can mutate. Then it is not Brahman. Definition of Brahman is what? Unchanging, absolute, without a second. So here is the question, the philosophy of people supporting the idea that this universe has been transformed into, Brahman has transformed into this universe. It is untenable in logic, because if that one gets transformed into many, there is no chance of it to go back to its source. Therefore, Vivartavad is the most rational thinking that this has happened, but it is not changed anything. It appears the change, like the example always given, that when you think it is all Brahman, but looking like this, like as I give the example, 3D glass. You put the 3D glass on your eyes and go to see the movie. Then you see a different world. But you take out the 3D eyeglass, then what will happen? You will see different. So this was creative. It is not real, but its appearance becomes so strong and real. You cannot deny that it is not true when you are seeing that. But when you take out that, when you get out of this waking experience, then what happens? This reality does not exist. You go to this sleep time, this world does not exist. So then what exists at certain time, what does not exist at certain time, how that can be real. So this is the argument given, Vivartavada. Now today we are going to read the third verse. What happened to those people? They're still gossiping or what? They came for the class. Anyway, tatkarma kritva vinivarta bhuyaha vinivartya bhuyaha tattasya tattena tattasya tattvena sameta yogam ekena dvabhyam tribhir astabhir va Trivir Ashtavirva Kalena Chaiva Kalena Chaiva Atma Gunaischa Sukshmai Atma Gunaischa Sukshmai Tatkarma Kritva Tatkarma Kritva Binivartya Bhuyaha Binivartya Bhuyaha Sattattasya Tattena Swatattasya Tattena Sametta Yogam Sametta Yogam Ekena Dabhyam Ekena Dabhyam Trivir Ashtavirva Trivir Ashtavirva Kalena Chaiva Kalena Chaiva Atma Gunaischa Sukshmai Atma Gunaischa Sukshmai Tat karma means this creation. Karma is the creation. After setting in motion, Kritva means setting. This God, the absolute God, through the Maya, created this universe. And after setting this karma of creation, it's setting in motion, Binivarto, withdrawing himself from it. Hmm? Creating this, after setting the creation in motion and withdrawing himself from it, Binivartam is withdrawing. So one creating this universe and again withdrawing into it. Like what is called evolution and involution. That's why Hindu idea of creation is not permanent, one-time creation. No. It goes on eternally. Once it manifests, again stays for some time, and then again is withdrawn. And again it comes back. So that's why it is a continuum. The creation is not one-time creation, according to Hindu thought. So, withdrawing himself. So, first, after setting the creation in motion, tat karma kritva, that karma, here karma means the creation karma, the one absolute becoming many. That karma, kritva, setting that in motion, binivatru, again withdrawing from it, bhuyo tattvasya tattena yogam samittu. He unites the principles of spirit with the principle of matter. Tattva means that principle, and Samitta Yogam, Bhuya Tattasya, the principle, Tattena with the principle, Yogam union, Samitta bringing out, Ekeno Dabhyam, that with one, with two, with Ashta eight, Kalena, through the instrumentality of time, it becomes Suksma, subtle, and through the instrumentality of their own inherent properties, become united alone. That means after setting the creation in motion and withdrawing it, himself from it, he unites the principles of spirits with the principles of matter. Jara Chetana. He creates it. He creates it. It does not create in that sense, but actually it appears. He projects. Projecting that and then again uniting with this matter and spirit, connecting with these two, with one, with two, with three, with eight. It does means two is one means the meaning of these very obscure words are there. It tends to be follows. One means ignorance. How the creation goes. First start ignorance. We are all going to see a movie hall. And when you enter the movie hall, the screen you can see people are sitting, chit-chatting and everything. What the first condition of your watching the movie? What they do? What they do? What they do when you go to see the movie hall, what they do?
Ignorance, dark.
No one is saying anything. You have no experience what they do.
Turn off the light.
Turn off the light. Is it not? When the turn off the light means what? Ignorance. You can't see anything now. That's the first point of Vidya. And then he said, Avaran. And then second is Bhikshap. Now you see, boom, a beam of light comes and falls on the screen. What do you call it? Projection. It is called, that's you are talking Vedantic term. Avarana. First, it is making you forget about what is there by covering. And second is projecting new thing. And then you are forgetting the reality here. This reality you forget. You are engrossed into the movie, what is going on the screen. And you get so identified, you sometimes cry, you sometimes weep, you sometimes smile. No, because you are identifying with the projection. This is our life. Get out of the ignorance, put the light on, boom. You can see it is a movie going on. So to create this Maya, first condition is avidya. Avidya means ignorance. Avidya, ignorance. Two, dharma and adharma. Then next creation, this world is created. And when it is created, two things come. Righteous and unrighteous. Good or bad. Honest or dishonest. So this duality starts. Dharma and adharma. Good and evil actions of the past lives. Three bodies. It creates three bodies. One, the physical body, this body, subtle body, mind, and all the intellect, ego. Ego no. Ego is the causal body. So physical, subtle, and causal. Understand? That's why we enjoy in the gross world, we enjoy the dream world, we enjoy the sleep in the darkness, in this play of drama. That's why we go to sleep, again come back to waking state, and again waking state to dream state to sleep state, whole day and life, our whole life of 70 years, 80 years, or 20 years, 30 years, what we did, this cycle, waking state, dream state, sleep state, waking state, dream state, sleep state, waking state. And it is continually going on, nothing else. Our whole life, we are crying, weeping, and sobbing, or we are happy, or we are unhappy, we are fighting with all going in the three level. Waking crying, dream crying, sleep, a little aware of nothing. And again, the cycle goes on. This is our life. To see how monotonous is this life. But it has made, God has given some chutney, you know chutney, spices into it. That's why it has become so lively, so enjoyable. We are happy. We are dancing, singing, sometimes crying, weeping. We are like puppets in the hand of this projection and evolution and involution. Isn't it? So God's magical power has created this. So three bodies. We have three bodies. This body is called the gross body. What is subtle body? Please tell me, subtle body we are talking. Huh?
Prana.
Subtle body, no, only prana. Prana is in the gross body also.
Prana, manas,
Yeah, yeah. Mind and subtle mind. Mind is subtle. Not these eyes. You see in the dream. You have eyes there. Don't you see your eyes in the dream? Your feet is there, hand is there, no? But not this gross body. You have another body that you call the subtle body. What you have, just recall. I remember, I tell it so to remember you all the time. But tell me, I will be happy to hear. What are this subtle body? Hey, Rama, you are hearing all the time. Tell me, what is the subtle body?
The prana, the mind, and
Prana,
the
mind. Prana, mind, and
the intellect, but also with the mental impressions or your karma associated.
oh, it is why making so complicated.
mind, intellect, and calm.
No. 17 limbs are there in the subtle body. Think what you have in your dream. Just imagine in a dream body what you have. 5 senses are there. Eyes, ears, nose, sense of perception.
Mhm.
It is there. That's right. You have hand, feet, this physical 5 organs of action. You have not, have not.
Have.
Have. Five.
Ten.
Then there is also you have a body. That body also drinks water. That body eats pizza. That body. So in the dream you can have pizza. Dream pizza, not this pizza. But you have. That means 5 elements: earth, water. You drink water there also. There is fire also. You can see the book. There is a forest fire started there. You can see the ocean water. Water is there. And in your body also composed of 5 elements. So very simple. Remember this. Philosophy is very easy if you make it, match it. So 5 sense organ of perception. As you hear now, in your dream also you have. Have or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Then you have your hand, feet also there. 5 organs of action. And 5 element, sukshma bhutas. Sukshma bhutas are what? We drink water, not this water. This is the gross water. In the dream time, you also drink water when you are thirsty. What water is that? Subtle water. You also breathe here. No? When you breathe in the dream body, you forget about this body, no? It body be mechanically breathing, no? But you are not here. You are in your dream body. And that dream body is breathing. Which breath is that? Subtle breath, subtle air. Huh? So 5 senses are there, 5 organs of perception is there, 5 organs of perception, and 5 organs of action, and 5 elements are there. These 3 times 5 makes 15. And what remains another? You have your mind is there, you have your understanding is there.
The ego.
There are 4 things. Mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. All 4 faculties are there. Your mind works there, your intellect works there. You are driving car maybe in the dream. Hey, why are you sitting here not seeing your face? So much space. Can you not sit in a way we can see your face? So the subtle body is that. It is called the dream body. Just remember your dream body, that is the subtle body. When we die, no, this is very important. When we die, we just go, take this body and go out. Death is not living. As we go out of the body every day during our sleep time, and we dream so many things, actually at the point of death, we go into the subtle body. They leave this body because you are already living. When you are dreaming, this body, you are in the body, but you are leaving this body. You are not connected with this body anymore. So nothing to worry or cry about it. This physical body will go away. That's why it is soul. That's why it is called soul transmigrates. Soul does not die. This because it is a subtle body. It remains until you identify yourself with Brahman. Until you know that who you are. This transmigration will continue. And then 4 other elements you have. You have your mind there, you have your intellect also there, you have your ego there, you have your memory there. In the dream also you can argue with your friend. Hey, no, you are wrong, I am right. You remember that I told you that this one. In dream you can talk about that, no? So memory. But these 4, they make it 2 items, manobuddhi. That's all. This is called the subtle body. And what is the causal body?
Deep sleep.
Deep sleep. When you go to deep sleep, what remains? You forget about those also. Forget about this body and forget about dream body. But you remain there and you say, oh, I do not know. I was sleeping fast asleep. I do not know what to do. I do not know what to when you called me. I do not know when it rained. So that means I was there and not knowing was there. Two things were there, is it not? I do not know. So you were there and your not knowing was there. So not knowing means what? That's the avidya. I do not know. So that is it. Only one covering, that is called the avidya or ignorance remains there. That's why we go every day to that level deep sleep. We are all happy, that's why. You ate lunch, you ate supper, or you do not. You are exhausted. You go to bed and deep sleep, then you come out fresh. What made you fresh? No food, no air, nothing in the physical level, but you came very close to the consciousness. That's the consciousness this side. Only one veil is barring us to go there. That's why we come back the same old guy. But if one can really consciously meditate, and consciously move this plane of growth to subtle and cross that level and go to that veil will drop because you are consciously moving into the truth. And that's why you can see that truth. We call darshan. People say vision. Why? That ego, darkness of the ignorance, it becomes little lighter because meditation and prayer and all these things, that removes the veil and thickness of the veil of ignorance. And then you can see, and then penetrate that. You can see to the glass case, glass pane, no? And break that also. Then it's called samadhi. Here is the last stage. You can see as if you are touching, as if you are seeing. But you cannot do that because there is a veil still now, but it is not the dark veil, but it is a brighter, clear veil. Like a glass, difference in the glass case. But you see everything, you can feel the heat also, but you cannot touch it still. There is a difference. That's the, and you can penetrate that, then you will reach that goal, which is the permanent reality, called Satchidananda. So, so what we are reading, that he unites the principle of spirit with the principle of matter. This creation, how creation comes, it is setting the creation in motion. Who sets the creation in motion? That Brahman, which is Maya Shakti. They are talking about Maya Shakti, the power of that, the deluding power. It creates matter and spirit together. And then doing that matter and spirit together, that means consciousness and ignorance just coming in close proximity, as it were. And ignorance creates the world. How ignorance creates the world? By ekena. Ekena means
One.
one. One is what? Yes, ekena means by ignorance. His magic trick is ignorance. The magician's first trick is what? They spell some ignorance on our mind. We see, but we don't see the right. He has the power, magical power to control our mind or do something, a trickery of the hand. They can do so much trickery that you will not be able to catch. That is so avidya, that is ignorance. One magician can catch the tricks of another magician. But we people cannot. We people will remain the ignorant, same ignorant, seeing the same play again and again. And then first creates ignorance. Ignorance production is this universe and creates dharma, righteousness and unrighteousness. Second, and then third comes three. He creates the three bodies to enjoy, experience. Our three bodies are why? We have all of us as three bodies. Why? To experience the gross now, to express the subtle in dream, and to experience the causal, that life of joy. No? So three, physical, subtle, and causal. And then eightfold, the eightfold aspect of nature as described in Gita, the five elements, mind, intellect, and ego. Astu. Huh? So it has created this universe to enjoy. So that is and through the mere instrumentality of time and their own inherent properties, the world has been created. So this verse talks about after setting the creation, God started the creation, thinking I will be many, and then and putting the motion in motion, the creation in motion, rolling like this, one creating, another time withdrawing, creating and withdrawing, involution, evolution, involution, evolution. He unites the principle of two, principle of spirit and principle of matter. Matter is Panchabhuta is the matter, and spirit is the consciousness. Consciousness juxtaposed on the matter. Matter. So you see matter as consciousness. I see this material world as reality, but we don't see the real consciousness behind. Consciousness is behind it. So this is the first magic. The spirit and matter they get joined together, and then with evolution, what comes? First comes one, means avidya, ignorance. With two means there comes the dharma and adharma, righteous and unrighteous feelings, good and evil effects of action and past lives. Then the three bodies are created to enjoy those experiences, physical, subtle, and causal. Everyone has. A bird has three bodies. I do not know. Birds dream,
Yeah,
They dream.
ants also.
Eh?
A study came out, ants also dream.
Oh, see, even the trees, I do not know. They dream also maybe, but maybe very feeble. মানে, that God's dream, of course, they will dream. But I'm going to the lower animal, elephant might be dreaming, no? The gross, subtle, causal. Everyone sleeps. The dog, cat, everyone sleeps, and very happy that time. You disturb anyone who is getting to sleep, disturb him or her, he will be angry. Why? I'm in a good space. Why are you disturbing me? So I think every creation has the three bodies. And that's why it is not applicable on the human, but it is applicable for the subhuman or animal world also. That is this creation, entire creation. And eightfold aspect of nature, and eightfold aspect, what is the eightfold aspect? Is nature is the elements, five elements, Kriti, Tej, Marudbam, and mind, Mana, Buddhi, Ahankara. Astu. Mana, Buddhi, Ahankara, mind, intellect, and ego, plus the five space, earth, air, water, fire. Through the mere instrumentality of time, the idea seems to be though God is unlimited, ultimate force, at the back of the world process indicated by the expression unites the principle of spirit with matter, with one or with two, etc. Yet his hand is invisible, and to a person who seeks some natural explanation of things, time, inherent property of things, etc., appear to be all sufficient explanation. All sufficient explanation. Really, they are only the instrument through which the divinity works. Now, you may say, if someone says, in time, this creation has come. If you take this principle of creation, that is, first ignorance came, then the duality of dharma came, then the body came, a body made of the of the elements we created this body, and three bodies are there to enjoy the gross, to enjoy the subtle, to enjoy the causal, and then this universe of how it is done, the whole universe, what we enjoy, five elements, mind, intellect, ego. So eight objects are there which we enjoy. So this is the way of creation. And if we think this, that is the cause of creation and the creation has come from God, then it is all leading us to the understanding that time is with after it. Time comes afterwards. When creation starts, then you can call it is the starting point. No. When creation goes, it is a destruction, point of destruction. But time, concept of time is coming after that creation. So in this, if we think this way, that the one consciousness have divided into so many ways by this process of evolution and involution. And this process is starting from ignorance to two bodies to eight and all this what we are discussing. That includes your argument what is given. Who created this universe in time? Time comes here. If you accept this philosophy, then you can include your time idea into it. But naturally it has happened. That you can also say naturally in time it has combination, permutation, it has happened. But you have to go fundamentally to the point that is the consciousness which has manifold into this way. But you see, it is not Parinama, but it is the Vivarta. Parinama means once it has converted into something, cannot go back to the original cause. But Vivarta means you are seeing something wrong. If the wrong is taken out, then you can see the truth. Seeing the snake is not there. So rope is there. Knowledge of rope will come naturally. The screen, that is a movie going on in the screen, 3D eyeglass, take out the eyeglass, then you see it is happening there, not here. You are not so much involved. Attachment, not involved. So it is taking out the eyeglass is the question of spirituality. What is spiritual life? Take out your 3D eyeglass. You take out, then you see it is different. It has not converted, it is not happening really, and you are really not that. That's not so real. And for us, it is all real because we are wearing the glass of Maya. And this Maya is creating this universe. But ultimately, no creation. That's the Ajatavad. It is all appearing. Okay, so this is the type of explanation is given in this book. Now let us see what Swami Gambhirananda Maharaj's translation of Shankar Vasu, what he speaks. Now, what was referred in the first chapter, now that itself is being elaborated here. On the third verse it says, Tat Karma, which we are, he is to be thought of. He means the creator. Who has created this universe? That he is putting as he. To be thought of who, having finished that work and witnessing it, and having again brought about the combination of the self with the principles of nature, with 1, 2, 3, or 8, and with time as well, exist in association with the subtle qualities of the internal organs. Translation is so. What do you understand? I read the translation. Did you get it? that is the problem of the very true or translation, which very to the verbatim and to the original. You cannot get it. What is that going to say? But if you penetrate into it, then you will be able to. He to be thought of, who having created me by that karma, the earth, water, etc. Binivartya, having witnessed it, and Bhuya again, yoga sameta. That means the affix is omitted here. Having brought about the association of the self, tattena with the principles of the earth, 5 elements, ekena with one with the earth, এখানে daya devbho with 2, trivi with 3, ashtaviva or with 8 of the principles of prakriti. This has been stated in this prakriti of mind is divided into eightfold: earth, water, fire, air, space. Gita. Kalena Chaiva, with time as well exists association. Sukshmam Atma Gunai, with the subtle qualities of the internal organ, that is with desire. So you understood what you understood. Now I am seeing some simpler way. Swami, here, Lokeshwaranandaji, he makes it little understandable for us. Third verse, he says,